Hey photographer, welcome to the Financially Focused Photographer. I'm your host, Tiffany Bastian, accountant and tax pro for photographers who's obsessed with helping you keep more of what you make. Let's be real, you didn't become a photographer to spend hours deciphering tax code or tracking expenses, but here's the truth. Mastering your money is what turns your passion into profit. Each week, we'll skip the Google rabbit hole and get right to the answers you actually need. We'll also explore your relationship with money and how it might be holding your business back. From solopreneurs just booking their first clients to established studios hitting major revenue milestones, my mission is simple: to help you understand the numbers game so you can build real wealth doing what you love. So hit subscribe, tune in each week, and let's get financially focused. Welcome back to the Financially Focused Photographer. I'm so excited that you're joining me because we are on episode 2. So this week's episode comes kind of from a little scenario that I was in this week, and it made me think about this topic and how I wanted to break it down with you guys today on the podcast. So last week, I had a discovery call with a potential client. The conversation flowed, we connected instantly, and I could tell she was excited about what we could do together for her photography business. I sent over the proposal outlining our services, and a few hours later got her response. Tiffany, I love everything you presented. I really want to work with you, but I wish I could afford it right now. Does this sound familiar? I bet you've either said this yourself or heard it from a potential client. That phrase, I wish I could afford it, is such a common response, whether it's about hiring a service, investing in education, or purchasing new equipment. But here's the thing, it's never about the money. Never. Even when people think it is, even when they're absolutely convinced it's a financial limitation, there's always a deeper belief driving that statement. Always. It's like when someone says they're too busy. We all have the same 24 hours. What they're really saying is, I haven't figured out how to make this a priority right now. Similarly, when someone says I can't afford it, what they're really saying is I haven't figured out how to allocate resources towards this investment yet. And let's be honest, we've all purchased things we supposedly couldn't afford when we really wanted them, right? I mean, how many of us said we couldn't afford that expensive home gym equipment right before panic buying a Peloton during the pandemic? Not that I'm speaking from experience or anything. The truth is we find ways to afford what we truly prioritize. Notice the shift in thinking. It's not about questioning the value. My potential client clearly stated she loved everything in the proposal. It's about having a framework for making investment decisions that align with your business goals. That's a completely different conversation than simply saying yes or no based on what's in your bank account today. Last episode, we laid the foundation by exploring your money mindset. Today, we're building on that by flipping the script from I can't afford it to how can I invest in my business? Because understanding what's really happening when someone says they can't afford something is key to transforming your own financial decisions and helping your clients make better ones too. So let's dig into what I can't afford really means and how shifting to an investment mindset can completely change your photography business. So when someone says I can't afford it, what they're really saying is I'm interested in this product or service, but I don't have a clear grasp on my financials. I'm not certain about my goals, so I don't know if this purchase will get me closer to them. Basically, I don't know where to begin to get organized, so I'll just pass for now. This is exactly where we're going to address today. We're going to start by looking at the language that we use around money. First, let's talk about the definition of the word afford. According to Webster's dictionary, afford means to be able to bear the cost. Notice the word bear. It sounds heavy and burdensome, right? You can see how just the word afford alone has a limiting sound to it. Now let's consider the word budget. When you see the word budget used in everyday life, it usually means what? Cheap, low cost, cutting corners. You hear phrases like budget friendly, which all come from a place of trying to do more with less. I mean, nobody's ever said, wow, I stayed at the most amazing budget hotel last weekend, have they? That approach has its place, but in the context of growing a photography business, it can be limiting. When you actually look up the word budget in Webster's dictionary, it is defined as a plan for the coordination of resources and expenditures. So right here, this implies there's research and intention and a plan in place. When you say something isn't in your budget, it suggests you've already done the legwork and determined where your resources should go and that you know the value isn't worth the investment of this item. But often, what's really happening is that you don't have a clear financial picture, so it's hard to know if you can afford something or not. This is where you get to step up as a business owner and look at a cost as an investment. Webster's dictionary defines an investment as the outlay of money, usually for income or profit. In other words, it's money you're spending to make more money. This shift in perspective is crucial for making informed decisions about your business expenses. If you're saying, I can't afford it, it's time to flip the script to how can I afford it? And what value will this add to my life or business? Remember, you're an entrepreneur and you have the power to create new revenue every day. The idea of a budget can sometimes feel limiting, but it's crucial to understand the return on investment, or ROI, for any purchase. Think about it this way. If you're considering enrolling in a course, buying new equipment, or investing in software, ask yourself, what is the ROI? Will it save you time? And remember, time is money and incredibly valuable. Will it give you new skills that can generate more revenue? Will it enhance your client experience in ways that justifies higher prices? Will it solve a specific pain point in your workflow? These are critical questions that help you make informed decisions rather than blanket statements about what you can afford. Having a business investment mindset isn't about limiting yourself. It's about empowering yourself with knowledge. When you understand your numbers, you can make strategic decisions that propel your business forward. And I'm here to tell you, proper bookkeeping is the foundation of this mindset. It's not just about tracking expenses and income, but about having a clear, real-time picture of your financial health. In the world of running a business, there is no such thing as cost, only investment, because everything we do in business is ultimately to create profit. Every dollar you spend should have the potential to generate more dollars in return, whether that's through increased revenue, saved time, or improved efficiencies. So how do we get there? Well, we start by setting up proper bookkeeping systems, review your numbers monthly, know your cash flow, your expenses, and your revenue streams. When you have this information at your fingertips, you can confidently decide if a purchase is feasible and beneficial. I want to share with you my 5-step ROI framework for evaluating any business investment. I use this with my own photography clients and in my own business. Notice I didn't say the word cost, because the word cost is defined as an amount that has to be paid or spent to buy or obtain something. Again, it's framed as a loss, a sacrifice. But when we shift to thinking about investment, defined as the outlay of money, usually for income or profit, we're immediately focused on what we'll be gaining, not what we'll lose. Okay, let's walk through my 5-step ROI framework. And by the way, you can download a copy of this for free at www.bastianaccounting.com/episode 002. There's also a link in the show notes. This PDF guide will walk you through each step with prompts and examples to help you evaluate any investment decision. So, step 1, define your problem or opportunity. So get clear about what specific issue this purchase will solve, or what opportunity it will capture for you. For photographers, this might be, I'm losing potential clients because I can't shoot in low-light venues, or I'm spending 10 hours a week on basic admin tasks that could be automated. Step 2, calculate the total investment. So this goes beyond just the price tag. So you need to factor in the upfront costs, any recurring costs like subscriptions or maintenance, time required for implementation, the learning curve, hidden costs like accessories or software updates you might need as well. Step 3, estimate the return. So quantify the benefits as specifically as possible. So how much time will this save you? Remember, as a photographer, time literally equals money. How much additional revenue might it generate? How will it improve your client experience? Will it reduce expenses elsewhere? And does it open up new service offerings or markets? Step 4, consider the timeline. Map out when you'll start seeing returns. How long before you break even? Are the benefits immediate or delayed? Is this a short-term solution or a long-term investment? Does the timing align with your business season or slow season? And will this investment continue paying dividends for years to come? Step 5, evaluate alternatives. You should always consider other options. Are there less expensive alternatives that would solve 80% of your problem? Could you rent instead of buy? Is there a phased approach or a payment plan that would allow you to spread this out over time? This framework turns vague feelings of I can't afford it into concrete, informed business decisions. It transforms you from a photographer who's at the mercy of your finances to a CEO who strategically deploys resources for maximum impact. Let me walk you through a quick example using our done-for-you services of Bastian Accounting. So our bookkeeping services start at $9.97 a month. This is an investment many photographers initially hesitate to make, so it's perfect to illustrate the framework in action. So 1, define the problem. As a busy photographer, you're likely spending 8 to 10 hours every month struggling with bookkeeping, categorizing expenses, charging sales tax, remitting and paying sales tax, and then you're probably stressed out about it. You might think you're doing it incorrectly. You're probably missing deductions, making errors, and could trigger audits. And worst of all, at the end, you still don't have clear financial data that you can trust. Step 2, calculate the investment. Our comprehensive service is $9.97 a month, but the time investment on your part is minimal, just about 30 minutes monthly to review a few transactions that we need a little more detail on. Step 3, estimate the return. Clients typically experience 10 to 15 hours saved monthly. That's time that you get to spend on shooting, which could, say at $300 an hour, could be $3,000 to $4,500 in potential revenue you could create. Tax savings averaging $5,000 to $15,000 annually from proper planning and maximized deductions. Error elimination that prevents costly audit triggers and penalties, and clear financial reports that help you make data-driven decisions to increase profitability. And the peace of mind, well, that's priceless. Step 4, consider the timeline. The time savings begin immediately in month 1. Most clients see tax optimization benefits with their first quarter filing. By month 3, you'll have financial clarity that's transforming your business decisions. Within a year, most photographers find that our services have paid for themselves. Step 5, evaluate alternatives. You could do it yourself, consuming valuable creative time and likely making costly mistakes. Hire a general bookkeeper and then a CPA to do your taxes who aren't specialized in photography business, and they'll rely on you to be the in-between for the communication, which will take up more of your time. Use basic software without expert guidance, missing out on strategic planning and tax optimization. These are your alternatives. So when viewed through the framework, $9.97 a month isn't an expense you can't afford. It's a strategic investment that generates a positive ROI through time savings, tax reduction, and better business decisions. Shameless plug that you can learn more about our done-for-you services at bastianaccounting.com. Let's try another example. Say you're considering investing in a $2,000 lighting setup. Step 1, what problem does it solve? It allows you to shoot in any light condition, expanding your shooting schedule and location options. Step 2, total investment, $2,000 plus the time to learn the new system. Let's say it'll take you about 10 hours of practice time. Step 3, estimated return. It could allow you to book 5 additional sessions per year that previously you would have turned down due to lighting limitations. If each session is worth $800, that's $4,000 in additional revenue. And that's only if you book 5. You probably could book more. Step 4, timeline. After factoring in the learning curve, you might break even within 6 months and then continue to generate additional revenue for years to come. Step 5, alternatives. You could rent lighting equipment when needed, but the cost and inconvenience would add up quickly if you use it regularly. In this example, the ROI makes sense. I can't afford it transforms into this is a strategic investment that will pay for itself within 6 months. Okay, this week's homework is to go and take one business purchase that you've been putting off because you can't afford it and run it through our 5-step ROI framework. Remember, I've created a free downloadable PDF guide that walks you through the entire process. Just head over to bastianaccounting.com/episode 002 to get your free copy. This guide will help you transform how you think about every business purchase moving forward. And now it's time to go over a question from our Facebook community. So if you have not joined us yet, you can search Financially Focused Photographer on Facebook. This question is, I know I need to invest in my business, but I'm drowning in all the options. How do I decide what to invest in first when everything seems important? This is a great question. When you're building a photography business, it can feel like you need everything at once: better gear, a new website, marketing help, education, software, the list goes on. Here's my advice. Start by identifying your biggest bottleneck. What's the one thing that, if improved, would have the greatest impact on your business right now? Is it attracting clients? Then marketing investments might be your best priority. Is it time management? Then maybe systems and automation should be something you're focusing on. Is it pricing and profitability? Then financial strategy might be your better investment right now. The key is to invest in solving your biggest pain point first, then use the returns from that investment to fund the next one. This creates a positive cycle of growth rather than spreading yourself too thin trying to fix everything at once. Remember, successful businesses aren't built overnight. They're built through strategic, sequential investments that build upon each other. As we wrap up today's episode, I want to leave you with a thought. Saying I can't afford it is often a sign that you need to dive deeper into your financials. By flipping the script and focusing on how you can afford something and why you want it, you take control of your business's financial future. Remember, you're the entrepreneur and you have the power to make it happen. Every business expense is an investment decision. When you approach it with that mindset, you transform from someone who's limited by finances to someone who's leveraging finances as a tool for growth. I hope this episode has given you a new perspective on your business budget mindset. If you found value in today's conversation, please subscribe, leave a review, and share with a photographer friend who might benefit. Until next time, I'm Tiffany Bastian, reminding you that a profitable business and creative fulfillment can absolutely coexist. Now go make some strategic investments in your photography business.